So an absolute demolition job in the end from Kilcoo. 310 to 3 points. A 16-point victory for Kilcoo in the Ulster Club Senior Football Championship final. Kilcoo have won the Ulster Club Senior Football Championship for a second time in the club's history, and they will go into the final four of the All-Ireland series. They will join St. Finbarrs, who won earlier today. They'll play them in the semi-finals, and they will also join the likes of Kilmacud Crokes and Padraig Pearses, who booked their semi-final place last weekend. Yeah, look, listen, I mean, this certainly probably wasn't it wasn't really a competitive game at all, really, was it? I mean, Derrygonnelly Harps hit the first point of the game from Ryan Jones, but really once Kilcoo settled and once they got that goal from Darrell Brannigan, I mean, this was over as a contest, really, and you were looking at Derrygonnelly Harps and thinking they're going to need something miraculous, really, in the second half. They're going to need to do something big to turn this one around, and it just wasn't meant to be. You know, Kilcoo have been there before and come through Ulster before, and you know, they look like a team that I suppose knows how to win these games, knows how to come through these games, and they were brilliant, really, weren't they? You know, 3 points really up until I think 5 minutes before half time. They struggled probably early on to find their flow into the game, and there was probably an opportunity for Derrygonnelly Harps maybe to hit a couple of more scores in the first half, like Ryan Jones hit 2 points in the first half. None of their forwards scored at all from play in this game. Conal Jones hitting a point in injury time from Derrygonnelly Harps from a free, and when that was when the game was already over. I think the most impressive thing from Kilcoo is like just the interchange of passes, like the shorthand passes, the movement. When they are attacking, how quickly they attack and how quickly they get men forward. And they don't rely on one or two individual players to see them through a game. Like, they'd 7 different scorers today, and they finished with 3-7. So that goes to show that they rely not on any individual player. They have so much scores coming all across the pitch, and you know, you're seeing Micheál Rooney getting forward, hitting 2 points. Who was very impressive. Probably should have got a goal right at the end as well. After a mistake from the opposition kicker, probably should have punished the keeper there, and maybe Kilcoo should have had 4 goals. But they were brilliant in terms of that passing, in terms of the movement, and they know how to win these games. And look, listen, it wasn't a great watch at times. You could see their tactic really, was very evident in the second half of holding possession. They were trying to draw Derrygonnelly Harps onto them and then play through them and try to play around them. And they were trying to draw Derrygonnelly Harps out. And in many ways, you could see even at times, you know, you had the likes of Jerome Johnston and, Sheelan Johnston, Caleb Doherty almost running back towards their own fullback line to try draw Derrygonnelly Harps out and then break through them with pace. So look, it probably wasn't the most entertaining game. It certainly wasn't a great watch. The first half was almost like watching paint dry in many ways, but you know, Kilcoo know how to win these games, and this is how they do it. And this has been an effective formula for them going back to 2020 when they went all the way to the All-Ireland final. And they have, a whole host of different players that can score, like, you know, Darrell Brannigan with a goal, Paul Devlin with 5 points, Caleb Doherty got on the goal sheet as well, Sheelan Johnston with a lovely taken goal. And that's how they won the game. You know, brilliant interchange play. When the goal opportunities came, they certainly went for them. Some brilliant finishing on display at times as well from the likes of Sheelan Johnston and Caleb Doherty with that finish when the ball was on the ground. I suppose from a Derrygonnelly Harps point of view, look, it wasn't, you know, I'm sure, you know, any Derrygonnelly Harps player or fan or whatever, you know, they'd be the first to tell you that definitely was not part of the plan, and they can definitely give a lot more. There's no doubt about it. They can definitely play a lot better. But there is a lot of perspective that needs to be put in here. You know, the first time they reached an Ulster Club final, and God knows how long, Fermanagh-based club teams very rarely go to the Ulster Club finals. I think the last one was Enniskillen, and that might have been back in 2006. So it's been a long time really since a Fermanagh-based club made an Ulster Club final. And you're talking about probably coming up against the best team in the country, and Kilcoo have already come through some stiff tests already in the likes of Waddy Graham's Glen in that semi-final. So, you know, Kilcoo have had their tests. They've come through some tests already, and they're probably coming into this game in great shape. And for Derrygonnelly, they just couldn't really find any flow in the game at all. Couldn't get their forwards into the game. Their passing was a little bit slow at times. You could see in the second half they were going very direct route one into that inside line, and that wasn't working either. Kilcoo, they just always seem to be in the right place at the right time. Their defense always in the right place at the right time. Eugene Brannigan getting back there, tracking back. Michal Rooney in the right place. Even Ryan McAvoy as well. So, like, defensively, just always in that right position, and just a brilliantly coached team. And Derrygonnelly just couldn't break through anytime they had those opportunities. So, it was tough from a Derrygonnelly point of view, and a few chances going wide at times as well. But I think ultimately they just didn't create enough. They didn't create enough at all, and that was the big issue. And Kilcoo, must have been only 2 or 3 wides in this game. They were absolutely brilliant in front of goal, and efficient and brilliant. And as I said before, those quick hand passes and the movement was brilliant to display. Certainly when they were attacking. I mean, as I said before, it probably wasn't the most entertaining game from a neutral point of view, and certainly wasn't as entertaining as the game earlier between St. Finbarr's and St. Finbarr's victory there. So over Austin Stacks, but you're looking at Kilcoo now, and they're All Ireland favourites, and they're All Ireland favourites for a reason. They were very close to winning it in 2020, and they're in the Final Four now, and they're going in as favourites. And I think you'd be looking at it and thinking Kilcoo Kilmacud Crokes final would make for a very entertaining watch, wouldn't it? It really would, and it's going to be very hard to see how St. Finbarr's can manage to stop that machine that is Kilcoo and the way that they play. But Finbarr's will definitely take a lot of confidence from beating Stacks earlier. And as I said in that match reaction, they were absolutely brilliant, and full credit to the victory. So it's going to make for an entertaining watch. Very excited for it. And massive congratulations to Kilcoo for this victory. 16 points, 16-point victory in an Ulster Club final. That is no mean feat at all. And absolutely brilliant from start to finish. As I said, maybe 15 to 20 minutes took them a while to settle into the game. But once they did, this game was dead and buried. And I suppose I mentioned for that Darrell Brannigan goal as well, like the double dummy, the 2 dummies before the goal, before he slots it home. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Owen Mulligan-esque in many ways. And yeah, it was absolutely exceptional stuff, and a brilliant goal, and just a brilliant team performance. And that's how they play. That's how they win games. And that is how they have gone and done it today. So yeah, cheers anyone who tuned in to the live reaction. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Very close to 2,300 subscribers, so getting very close. If you could subscribe, I would appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. And yeah, Dublin season preview out tomorrow. Mayo season preview out on Friday. Plenty more season previews on the horizon as well. So stay tuned for that as well. So yeah, cheers anyone who tuned in. My name's Aaron, and I'll see you all in the next video.